everybody. Today's video is going to be step 3 on going blonde, and obviously I did get hair extensions put in and I will be talking about that at the end of this video, but right now I just want to focus on how I got to this point. If you have not seen steps 1 and 2, I'm going to be linking those down below for you to check that out before I got to this blonde of a color. I was a level 6 brunette. So go ahead and check those videos out if you have not already, and then we're gonna jump in and I'm gonna let you know how I got to this level of light blonde. So if I did have to describe what kind of blonde I have, I would say it is level 9 and 10, and it is more of a beige with slight golden tones in it, which is what I was going for. I didn't want to really dull out my blonde, which I did mention in my last video. So this is what I got, and I know the lighting is not too good right now, and I can't really help that because I'm working with natural lighting and artificial lighting, but you can kind of see it is quite a bit lighter. So you can just see, especially on this side where you can see the natural, this is closer to the color that it is. So I did this in 2 processes this time, so I guess you could say I did it in process 3 and 4, but it was within the same time frame. So I did wait about a week and a half to 2 weeks before the second and third process, and I would only recommend doing it in that short amount of time if your hair can handle it, which mine had good integrity still, so I went ahead and did that. So for the third process, what I did was had my coworker foil in and balayage, kind of a mixture of both, mostly focusing on my ends but bringing some up just so I would have some lightness toward the top of my hair as well. And we used the GK lightener that I had been using previously in the other processes, and we mixed that with a 20 volume, and we left that on for about 35 minutes, rinsed, and then left it. It was more of an orangey tone, so I did end up toning some parts that were a little orangey just to try to counteract that. And it still did not match my extensions, which we did put in the night before, and like I said, I will go over that at the end of this video. But it still was not blending, it wasn't light enough, and the tone was off. So what I did that night was took everything above my hair extensions, so just my real hair, and I did a balayage within a foil to really keep the heat in, and I used a 30 volume with the GK hair lightener bond builder, which is a lot like Olaplex. So I used that on my hair and then used the deep conditioner as the second step, and I did leave that on for another about 30-35 minutes, and it got me to a pale yellow. And then what I did was just left it at that point. I just used purple shampoo, so it was a super bright, almost yellowy blonde, but the extensions were also that color, and I did not want to go ahead and do anything with the extensions, so I did avoid washing the extensions completely and just focused on just washing out where I had that lightener on top. And then the next day what I did was took the GK hair ash mixed tone, which is just a straight ash, there is no level or anything, and I put that mostly focusing on my outgrowth area. I combed that through, and then after a few minutes of leaving that on, I would say probably like 3-4 minutes, I brought it down, avoiding the end area so that would not completely ash out. So I just put it on the areas where I saw a lot of warmth, and then this is what it got to, and it does really match the extensions quite well. You can see here is my natural hair, the extensions are right under here, and then when you blend them in, it does match quite well. So that is how I got to this level of blonde. Like I said, I did do it in 2 processes, and I would also only recommend that if your hair can take it. Mine was not quite to that yellow stage, so I knew that I could lift a little bit further, as well as my hair was in good condition. So that is how I got to this level of blonde. I do want to go ahead and just touch on the extensions that I'm wearing, because I know I will probably get questions on it anyhow. So the extensions I ordered this time obviously were the Fusion hair extensions, and if you don't know what Fusion hair extensions are, I do have a video on it that I will also link down below to check that out. I did get the Donna Bella hair, which is so soft. I have washed it a couple times by now, and there's no tangling or anything, and I found with my last set of extensions that I got by Hot Heads, they were the tape-ins, they tangled within a couple washes, and I was kind of disappointed in that. But honestly, I just thought that, okay, maybe it's because they're blonde hair extensions, they're not going to feel that great, but in the end, that was not the case. Something was just not right about those hair extensions, and I do have a good review on those, and I don't want to completely bash the company, but the Donna Bella hair is just a better quality hair, and it feels thicker and softer, and I like the blonde shades a lot better. They have a lot more to choose from. So that is why I decided to go with Fusion hair extensions this time, and I did do the Hot Fusion, and no, they are not damaging if they are done correctly, but like I said, I will link that video down below if you want to check more on what Fusion or bonded hair extensions are. So like I said, I got the Donna Bella hair, I got 3 different colors, and I got a light ash blonde, a normal light blonde, and then a dark or medium ash blonde. I can't remember which one it was, but I think it was 612 and 22 or 24. So I got those each with 2 packs, so I got 6 packs total, and I got the length in 16 inches, and we did end up trimming about 3 inches off the ends just to blend with my hair a little bit better. The Donna Bella hair extensions come in the flat tip extension. It's not a rounded or U-tip shape, and they are 1 gram. So what I did was took scissors and cut them in half to make them smaller bonds just to fit with my fine hair. When you do have fine hair, you don't want this chunky extension. It just doesn't blend. So with the 6 packs, each having 20 in them, I had 120 extensions to begin with, and that's 120 grams, and I cut that in half, so then I did have 240 in my hair, but the grams was still the same, if that kind of makes sense. So I cut them in half just to blend in with my hair a little bit better, and they would feel a lot more natural, which they do. So I am loving them so far. I think they blend really nicely. I feel like I can do a lot more with my hair, and like I said in other videos that I have done, I'm really trying to grow my hair out as well as be blonde, which is extremely hard. So this I know is a way to keep that, because I still have all the blonde on the ends, and then I can just grow out my natural more in like a Rudy blonde look. So I am at the level of blonde that I am happy with. I can't see myself doing anything else other than maybe just root touch-ups just here and there. So I hope this video was helpful for you guys. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, go ahead and leave those down below. If you haven't subscribed and want to see more videos from me, don't forget to do that. I hope you guys have an awesome day, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye, everybody.